As an artist and collaborator, I work to make connections in our community as we foster a safe space to create collaborative storytelling through the arts. This year, with all that we've been through as a society, we are excited to get back into the studio as we develop a world premiere of id.ego, a physical embodiment of the journey of our mental health, premiering in spring 2022.
My name is Samantha Crossland. I'm 36 years old and I'm from Minneapolis. This is probably my 6th time applying, 7th, I'm not sure at this point. It's been a lot of times, so hopefully you'll remember how adorable I am and give me a call back.
Samantha, tell us about yourself.
My label is Samantha Ray. I've been designing for about 17 years. This collection was actually the first time I ever told my own story instead of somebody else's. It was the first time I just kind of laid myself bare. And each garment is inspired by a feeling or emotion. So this was social anxiety, that feeling you get in your chest when you feel like everyone's looking at you. This is the kind of feeling of dread. And then this was the person on your shoulder kind of telling you that you're making a mistake. And then this one was hope. Like in the darkness, your heart is gonna just burst forth and you're gonna make the right decision.
This series, I think, is really beautiful in a poetic way.
Hey, you wanna see my closet? It's my sanctuary. My friend says my style is decorative clutter. I have a purse that's a telephone. It actually works.
Describe your design aesthetic.
Kate Spade meets Vivienne Westwood. My stuff is very structured. I love texture, layering. I try to think of ways of accentuating the body without making it about sex.
You pay some attention to plus-size design.
I spent my whole 20s being bigger and being frustrated that nothing fit me. I wanted to be cute and fashionable. I don't want to have someone tell me that they would love to wear XYZ, but they're too old, or they're too big, or too thin, or too short. They shouldn't have to apologize for the body they have.
The pieces in the front, I think, are just really ethereal, absolutely wearable. Based on those, it's a yes for me.
Thank you.
I feel like you're my friend. I do. For me, it's going to be a yes too.
I'm a fun cartoon person. I have cartoon hair because I wanted to be a cartoon. And I try to live my life as magically as possible.
A little bit about my piece is it's exploring my journey with mental illness. It uses the string quartet playing, but they also speak and whisper and shout to bring to life what it is like for me to have experience with hallucinations and, hearing voices and what it was like for me. Angel Sang to Me, the title came because of one of the quotes I'm using in my piece. It's Clara Schumann talking about her husband, Robert Schumann, and saying he woke up in the middle of the night hearing a voice and said he was writing down a melody that angels had sung to him. And that really just struck me as a great way to title it, is Angel Sang to Me. I think I went through about 1,500 poems before I landed on the 5 that I use. I think it's 5. But then for the quotations, there's a book by psychologist Kay Redfield Jamison called Touched with Fire, which is about the link between the manic depressive and the artistic temperament. And in that book, she looks at the ties between past artists and their mental health. And she brings quotes from these artists. And so that's where I got my quotations from. I had my first hospital stay when I was about 14 years old. And it's been a journey for me to get where I am today. I had about 3 years where I was in and out of the hospital and I couldn't get stabilized. And so I was just an absolute mess. And then they finally found medications that work for me. And so I'm able to go through now and turn what I experienced into art. When people experience this work, what I hope is that it gives them better understanding of what it's like to live with mental illness.